Welcome back. You're with us on the newsroom. In a frontal attack on the Modi government, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal accused it of trying to run Delhi through the back door to protect the corrupt. The Delhi Chief Minister called Najeeb Jung as Modi's viceroy. Kejriwal's attack came after the MHA issued a notification demarcating the Delhi Chief Minister's powers. The fresh war of words between the centre and the Kejriwal government has intensified the ongoing tussle between the LG and the Delhi CM over the transfer of bureaucrats.
एलजी साहब वाइसरॉय हैं और पीएम और लंदन है, सारे आदेश पीएमओ से आते हैं और वाइसरॉय तो यहाँ से उनके जो
Arvind Kejriwal dragging the Prime Minister into his ongoing war with the Delhi Lieutenant Governor Najeeb Jung, launching a scathing attack directly at the Prime Minister. The Delhi Chief Minister accused the Modi government of running a multi-crop postings and transfer scam in the national capital.
दिल्ली में ट्रांसफर पोस्टिंग की इंडस्ट्री चला करती थी, खूब पैसे चला करते थे। अभी जितने भ्रष्टाचारी थे जो पैसे देके ट्रांसफर कराया करते थे, वो सारे दौड़े गए, राजनाथ सिंह जी के पास गए, नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार के पास गए, पीएमओ में गए, और अब ये सारी ट्रांसफर की पावर अपने अंडर में लेना चाहते हैं।
Kejriwal's outburst came after the Ministry of Home Affairs issued a notification on the tussle between the Lieutenant Governor and the Delhi Chief Minister. The Home Ministry in its notification said that services, public order, the police and land fell under the domain of the Lieutenant Governor. But hitting back at the centre, Kejriwal claimed that the Modi government was trying to run the national capital through Najeeb Jung.
It's a clarificatory notification in terms of the Constitution, so that there is no confusion as to who exercises what power. There are enough powers with the Delhi government, there are some powers which are reserved with the Lieutenant Governor. इसलिए शासन चले और जो चुनी हुई सरकार है वो अच्छा शासन चलाए, इसलिए उसके अधिकारों की उसको स्पष्टता रहे।
मोदी सरकार, केंद्र की मोदी सरकार अब दिल्ली सरकार चलाने की कोशिश कर रही है बैकडोर से। जो ये नोटिफिकेशन है ये दिल्ली के लोगों के साथ बहुत बड़ा धोखा है। दिल्ली के लोगों को की पीठ में एक तरह से छुरा घोंपा इन लोगों ने।
The BJP lashed back at Kejriwal over his charges against the Modi government. The Congress, on the other hand, blamed both the Modi government and Kejriwal over the controversy about the transfer of bureaucrats. Bureau Report, headlines today.
Is Delhi plunging towards a constitutional crisis with both the Chief Minister and the LG upping the ante against each other? Joining us now is H.S. Phulka. He's with the Aam Aadmi Party. Ijaz Elmi is representing the BJP. Mr. Phulka, to call the Prime Minister a queen and to say that Jung is his viceroy, for someone in opposition to say so would have been okay. But as someone who's holding a post himself, a post of serious authority himself, is Arvind Kejriwal doing his mandate great disservice by using such oppositional agitation, which would lead the Aam Aadmi Party to make the kind of attacks that they have?
No, they can make the kind of attacks, but this is vile language, is uncouth language, is undignified vilification. I mean, definitely this is a hallmark of the Aam Aadmi Party. Coming back to the notification, Mr. Kejriwal wanted clarification sought from the Union Home Ministry, and they've clarified in a Gazette notification that matters relating to law and order, public and land and services, it shall be done by the Lieutenant Governor, and he, as and when he deems fit, he can take the advice of the Chief Minister. So the primacy as an administrator in these 4 areas has been clarified by the Home Ministry in this notification, that the LG can take actions as and when the need arises.
No, but it would make it seem as if this is happening at the behest of the BJP government. Kejriwal is alleging it's happening at the behest of the Prime Minister. Now, you've lost the elections in Delhi, Ejaz. Why don't you just let Kejriwal run Delhi the way he wants? The manner in which the BJP is interfering, it almost seems as if you haven't been able to digest your defeat to Kejriwal, and it's a case of sour grapes.
The clarity of running a state and the responsibility of the Chief Minister, and a state like Delhi, the responsibility which is also with the LG on certain spheres, which is clearly laid down with the notification and earlier in the constitutional premise, it's very, very clear that who and how you can act. And there's governance to be done by the Chief Minister. There are decisions to be taken by the LG in respect to certain areas. So there's complete clarity.
No, but
If
you're
you
not
don't want to govern,
responding to what
you want
Mr.
to only be
Pulka is
abusive
saying.
in
No,
your
I'm sorry,
reaction
Ijaz.
and be
You're not
confident.
responding to what HS Pulka says. He says that the LG is not a new post. The LG has been around for a long time. And in years gone by, the LG would consult with the Chief Minister, come up with a solution. Now, with the centre putting its weight behind the LG, it almost seems as if both of you are acting in tandem. It does actually seem like a case of the king and his viceroy.
No, absolutely wrong, Rahul. The confrontation between the Chief Minister and the LG has been simmering for the last 2 weeks. The centre came into the picture only when Mr. Kejriwal sought a response from the government and the Union Home Ministry. That is why this notification come out. The spat that he had, the ugly spat and the personal vilification language used is very evident, and the media has been playing it every day. From May 18th, this issue has been centre stage.
Now, Mr. Pulka, I've been speaking to people in the Home Ministry. The BJP says that the notification that I'm holding in my hand is not something new. They say that they've looked at the provisions, they are citing the law as it exists. Now, the Lieutenant Governor in the past may not have overruled the Chief Minister, but the law in India provides the Lieutenant Governor with the right to do so.
This notification has the effect of amending the Constitution. The Constitution earlier says there are only 3 reserved subjects in which the LG will act on his own. And now this notification adds one more subject, that is the services. So this notification has the effect of amending. Now today the Modi government has started amending the Constitution by issuing the notifications. Now you see in the earlier instances, this is not the first time there has been a spat between a Lieutenant Governor and the Chief Minister. You see during the Vajpayee's time, there were differences between Mr. Vijay Kapoor, the Lieutenant Governor, and Sheila Dikshit. And there were also differences over the metro. Mr. Vajpayee supported the elected Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit, and Sheila Dikshit wanted the metro. The metro was given. Recently it happened in the Pondicherry. There were the differences over the with the Chief Minister and the Lieutenant Governor over the appointment of the officer.
Now, Ijaz, that's an important point, that whenever there is a clash between the elected representatives of a particular state or a union territory and the constitutional figureheads, in previous instances, central governments have always gone with the elected body, with the elected government. They have not sided with the constitutional body. Now, look here. It says public order, police and land were always part of the notification which gave the Lieutenant Governor and the Home Ministry the right to do what they wanted. But you've now added services. It almost seems as if all of this is being done in response to the Kejriwal Jung.
No, Kejriwal Jung is primarily his opposition to the interim chief secretary appointment of Shakuntala Gamlin. That's where this entire thing emanated from. And then the entire campaign of vilification, innuendos, calling somebody corrupt, and the personal attack also on the LG started 3 nights ago, where the tweets started coming around questioning his personal integrity and character and calling him a corporate man, that he worked for Reliance earlier. So this vilification
no,
will not work.
Response to my question, and a charge leveled by the Aam Aadmi Party doesn't take away from the fact that the BJP and the LG are acting in tandem. I don't know whether you accept this or not, but politically you are coming across as sore losers, and that's the reality. You've lost the election, you're not able to digest it, now you're making life miserable for Kejriwal.
No, we're not making life miserable. Mr. Kejriwal is making life miserable for himself by getting into confrontation and not looking after the governance of Delhi. Every day there's a public spat with the constitutional authorities. He is also one. They have to understand why in the 5 instances earlier between the LG and the Chief Minister could they sit down and resolve
That's an important point, and I'll put that to HS Pulka, because there seems to be a high level of immaturity on Kejriwal's side as well. Previous instances were resolved by the Chief Minister and the LG sitting down face to face, thrashing the problem out, but Kejriwal and Sisodia have taken such an extreme stand. With almost 4.5 years of government still left, you've pushed yourselves into a corner, and now for 4.5 years, people like me who are citizens of the capital will suffer. Why can't Kejriwal be more real, more rational and less arrogant, Mr. Pulka?
You see, the 2 days back, when Kejriwal and as well as the Lieutenant Governor, they met the President. it was almost that the matter has been sorted out. The Kejriwal accepted the appointment of Gamlan, and it was taken as if the matter is sorted out. The Lieutenant Governor went and met Rajnath Singh, and the next day another order came. The third day another order came. Now who is trying to escalate it? It's very clear. Now one thing, Rahul, the crux of this problem is the powers of the ACB. Now you see what they are trying to do, that the jurisdiction of a investigation and registration of the case should be decided on the basis of who the accused is. Jurisdiction of a police and investigation is always on the basis where the crime is committed. Now if somebody comes from Mumbai and comes to Delhi, commit a murder here, now there is the Delhi police who will inquire into it, not the Mumbai police. So if the bribe is being taken in Delhi, anybody who takes a bribe in Delhi, it is a jurisdiction in Delhi.
Okay, what happens next, Mr. Pulka? I'm out of time on this debate. What happens next? You're making a very important point, and that's the, one second, that's the last part, Ijaz, of this notification, where you're essentially trying to take away from the Anti-Corruption Bureau the right to investigate central officers. That's really something which is worrying the Narendra Modi government, that Kejriwal will start launching probes left, right and centre against central government officers. Mr. Pulka responds by saying that, you know, that just shows your nervousness, that you're worried about what might happen. In the last part, I want quick comments from you on what happens next. Starting with you, Ijaz Ilmi. Now, there's a deadlock in Delhi. What happens next?
Well, Mr. Kejriwal has just said that he's going to give a response, and the Union Government of India will wait for his response to see what happens. But from the tenor and the tweets that are coming out and these allegations of Queen, undignified language, we know what the response is going to be.
Okay,
so
Mr.
I think
Pulka,
this matter ultimately,
what happens next? The BJP refusing to bow down. The central government has drawn the line. What will happen next, in your view, sir?
You see, today the meetings are taking place. We are deciding the next course of action. There are various options which are open, and I think within a day or two, what will be the next course of action, that will come out.
Well, I'm going to leave it over there. HS Pulka, Ijaz Ilmi. This is bad news for Delhi per se, because the Chief Minister and the central government have both dug themselves into trenches. They're taking pot shots. They're refusing to budge. Governance is suffering, and both sides are responsible. And in fact, you know, what's required really is a certain level of magnanimity from the BJP. Let Kejriwal run Delhi the way he wants. Let him have the officers that he wants. If he can't deliver, the people of Delhi will go after him. The BJP and the Ministry of Home Affairs needn't do that. HS Pulka, Ijaz Ilmi, for joining us on the Newsroom Showdown tonight. Thank you, gentlemen.